Okay, enough of that. I gotta turn the sound back on for disco. Alright, alright, alright. And you know what? What if... Hello, Andrew in the chat. I don't know if anyone else is here yet, but we're just gonna get started, cause I said about 2 weeks ago, oh, well, really pedal to the metal to try to finish Disco Elysium, and by November, because there's a game coming out that I want to play. And then I didn't stream last week because I had stuff going on. And I also have stuff going on this weekend, but I've actually been trying to make my plans around it. My girlfriend is traveling. They're visiting their hometown, and so we're just getting stuff done this weekend. How do I fucking change the font? Oh god, I didn't want to do that at all. I want to change... I want to change the text box on top of my face cam. Because I got a font a week or two ago, and I want to see if it's good. Set color, rename, remove... I don't remember how to do that. I don't remember how to use OBS. All right, we're just gonna do fucking Disco Elysium. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't remember. Shit in the chat. How you doing? I don't remember what we were doing in this game. Here on time for once. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the YouTube notifications did their job. Again, I'm gonna guess they didn't, but I kind of sprung this one on everyone because I didn't do the thumbnail until about 20 minutes ago. So fixed your sleep schedule, now applying for jobs. I wish you luck. It's a real bad job market, as I'm sure you're well aware. No one can get jobs, it seems. Embarrassingly bad job market. I genuinely have no idea what it's about. All right. This is the mirror where we decide not to make the expression, right?
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Yeah, it is. All right. What were we doing? I know what my kitten is doing. She's attacking a mouse toy underneath my desk. If you can hear that. No, you can't. All right. I think we need to go talk to... Okay, last week... we talked to the widow of a man that had died on the pier. That was a cool scene. Oh god, what did we do? Asha says, I think I have enough relevant skills for one job near me that pays fine. We'll be applying to a lot of places though. Hopefully. My partner, I've also been applying to stuff, but I've struck out so much in the last couple of years that it's hard to feel like it's kind of worth the time and effort that I could maybe be pouring into, for example, this. Though I also haven't been doing enough for this anyway, but don't tell the people who pay me. No, I mean, I do my best. Oh yeah, we fucking checked all the traps for the cryptozoologist guy. What was that about? I genuinely... What the fuck was that about? Yeah, but my girlfriend's been applying to stuff because they want to... not break into the legal industry. They want to get a job in the legal industry again because they were working temporarily for a place that just refused to hire them, despite having all of the like relevant experience and skills and stuff, and despite already like being trained. But it's just miserable. Like all of these like, multiple jobs that my partner just should have on lock. By all means, like getting good interviews, getting like out of interview feedback from the people who interviewed with them, being like, you did a great job, or I really liked you, or all of this thing, and then just still not getting it. So I don't know what the hell that's about. It's a bad world to live in, it seems. People can't find jobs. Small businesses are closing. It's we'll see We'll see how that goes. All right, Disco Elysium. We helped the cryptozoologist. We talked to the widow. We... Oh, God, what else did we do? Oh, we did the secret of Egghead. We talked to the music kid long enough until he... I don't know, broke? Let's take the flashlight out of our hands and replace it with the pry bar. We have a few things that we should probably do now. I know at the very, very least we should go talk to Everard, the union boss, because we got the letter signed. We forged the signature so that it would be disputed, preventing the union from basically destroying the livability of this very small village, and just running them out of their homes, which is bad. Money. That's a bad thing to do. So as much as we are wanting the union to succeed, we're also not going to fuck over poor people for it. I need to check on my cat. Hang on. She's knocked my printer off of the shelf again. All right. I guess if we're talking to Everard, we should just like fast travel back to the middle of what's it called? Martinez West or whatever. All right. So it is day 4 in the game. We just started. Last thing we did in the game was what did I do in the game? Last thing we did in the game was we went to sleep and we had like a fucky dream sequence. Though, notably, a less fucky dream sequence than we have had on previous nights. It was a lot less tortured, I felt. I think it was just a little bit miserable as opposed to my entire life is falling apart. Oh, and we got a jacket that isn't a cop jacket. I don't know if that's going to matter, but on principle, I like that we're not wearing the cop livery. Not in an undercover cop way, in a I would like not to be a cop, but this game has presented me no such options way. We need to go talk to Everard. We also are going to go to the Frit. We're going to go to the convenience store and sell our tear. We've been collecting bottles and shit for money, so we're going to do that.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a sound.
Okay. 1 real is not great, but I'm glad I did that. We got 22... We could maybe start spending some money on some stuff.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent, reordering?
I see. We had like a... I don't know if it was an actual thought cabinet. I genuinely can't remember. But we had a we should be searching for communists interaction with rhetoric last night, which in the game, I don't love that. I don't love rhetoric. But we're going to say, does that mean there's a communist nearby?
Undoubtedly. And the scent is coming from that railing over there.
You mean mañana?
Yes. Now's your chance to establish contact.
I'm already buzzed with mañana, aren't I? I guess he knows I'm a cop, so maybe not. I like mañana. Here, what's going on with the thought cabinet real quick? Right. So we spent a skill point to invest in Wasteland of Reality to hopefully like fully break the alcoholism or something. The policy, the character is an alcoholic, and it is making everything in the game worse, and it is actively harming people around me. And as much as I enjoy doing narcotics in RPGs, this is... When you're a cop and also violent, this is not a man we're going to be... This is not a man we're going to be giving alcohol. This is not a man we're going to be giving other drugs. So we do have an extra skill point. I guess we could invest it in something, but I don't really know what that would be right now. So I think we're going to hang on to it and wait until there's a relevant white check or something.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boya?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
Communists are notoriously skittish is absolutely a thing a cop would think. It involves our mutual friend Cross. Like Mazov, the in-universe Marx analog. I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people. That's pretty funny. That's the thing we were talking about. What? I'm looking for people who know how to really grind a sausage. I'm not saying that. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. I don't... Signaling antlers because that's one of the revolutionary symbols is genuinely so stupid, and for that reason I want to do it. It involves our mutual friend, Kras Mazov.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad.
Damn it. He's like, stop cop-jacketing me. Oh, not cop-jacketing, sorry, stop, I guess Fed posting. Is it cop-jacketing if the person is actually a cop? Anyway, I'm investigating a peculiar smell.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
What subtle approach? I'm looking for some people who know how to really grind a sausage.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
Say hello. Or tell me to put you down. Okay. She might actually want me to throw a toy. Let me check. She does. Mouse toy. Alright. I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people.
You might have to look elsewhere for help with that.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is I'm looking for communists. Do you know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
God, my character is annoying.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting communists. I'm trying to get organized by them. I'm trying to get organized by them. That is how people be. I'm on a sort of quest to develop my political potential, and they need their help. I'm gonna say I'm trying to get organized by them. Why beat around the bush, right?
Oh, I see.
Hang on. She's yelling at me.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
Are you sure? You smell like a communist.
Didn't realize you could smell communism. But then, I've never studied the subject.
You can smell all sorts of things. Fear, disgust, desire. Not communism, though.
Asha says much easier to be organized rather than to be organized. Very true. Easier to be organized than to organize. Frankly, as a lot of fascists well understand.
Maybe it's not taught in any of your so-called universities, but there's definitely something going on here.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
How'd you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the armor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
The what?
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
Sounds like he was trying to recruit you to the homosexual underground. Nod, an extremely cool way to establish contact. Wish I thought of that. What'd you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais."
No idea what that means.
And then he was gone.
Who are Dobrava and Abadanais? I don't know.
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
That's a funny joke. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows this ideologo personally. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
Okay.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
So there's someone just as annoying as me out there. That's massive news. Oh, let me know in the chat if the levels are okay. What's going on with Measurehead lately? We genuinely have not talked to him since day fucking one.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered a little.
He means very little.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Man, but you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees.
I do this out of race heroism? Dude.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Real. Isn't Everard the union boss? Why?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Okay.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
Damn it, he's got me pegged.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Okay, these options are pretty good. 1, I'm no communist. 2, communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is mysterious 4th thing. And enough of this. Communism's pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
Is communism?
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
This is a game without... This is a setting without Jewish people, and I think this guy has invented anti-Semitism despite that. It's true, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel, or I have gotten it from disco. I've gotten it from disco, actually. I'm gonna say I'm a rock and roll star.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore.
Maybe he likes disco.
There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses.
This guy's crazy.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Yeah, okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Okay.
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Rivachol.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you didn't come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay. Do I listen to suggestion here? Because I don't like Measurehead. And I like the idea... I don't know. Measurehead's groupies liked me for about 10 minutes on the first day after I kicked his ass. I do want that. Nat says, "Oh boy, we're at the Measurehead interaction. We're at the second fucking hell. I'm sorry. This is why we don't show up to the live stream a little bit under the influence. We're at the second Measurehead interaction, actually. Hi, Cindy the Skull, in the chat, half here apparently. All right. I kind of want to poke at him about this. I think it would be funny. We don't want to be his friend.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world.
Okay.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
What are your tattoos supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Interesting.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I didn't narrate it, but Measurehead was gesturing at the lorry man, the racist guy, with the racist mug.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Okay. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Okay, that's pretty funny. What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
Okay, but what about my skull?
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal.
What's the
An
difference?
offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So, one of my ancestors was Sur la Clay and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
Listen, we don't know that.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
That is not healthy. Nat says, haven't watched it yet, but I should check out the VODs for some rare juicy socialist playthrough. Do people not usually play this game communist? It's so easy. We have 27 communists. Listen, we did it very deliberately. It was a deliberate communist run, I guess. I don't know. This is the first time I'm playing this game, so our actual main goal is do minimal harm, but you know. Cindy says race science? No, Measurehead. We're looking for the immortal science. I'm looking for the gay science. That's a shitty Nietzsche joke. ACAP does not include the protagonist of Disco Elysium and his partner Kim Kitsuragi. I think ACAP absolutely includes both of them. Listen, I love Kim. Kim's still a cop. Asha says, a lot of people play it completely blind and most aren't particularly leftist. But the only reason I know about this game is because leftists won't shut up about it. Everybody's like, oh my god, Disco Elysium. And by leftists, I specifically mean trans femme people who play games, which, you know, online leftists. As someone who watched a lot of Disco Elysium playthroughs, you can see the panic in their eyes when they realize the game forces them to get political. Really? I guess because it is just like a fuck-ass video game. I feel like RPGs... There aren't a lot of RPGs that are explicitly apolitical. Not that, you know, apolitical, no. But like, I don't know, man. It's, if you're playing story-based games like this, what are you doing what are you doing? What are you doing if you're not expecting it to be like this, right? I don't know. Maybe I went in with completely different expectations. I will say, the setting is like, I mean, it's not just that it's vaguely French, right? Because there's the coalition government, and it's actually a lot more complicated than that. But I was expecting the setting to be more, I don't know, pre-Soviet, I guess. I didn't know it would be so like 60s kind of. And I assumed the way it was gonna be like communist or whatever would be kind of Bolshevik, if that makes sense. I was not expecting it to be as Western European as it has been. Andras says most people I've seen are either left-leaning or centrist who get constantly called out by the game until they give in. There are a lot of little traps like that in the game. Granted, I've also fallen for them. I was talking about this last week where, listen, it's hard not to behave like a cop because the like typical mechanics of an RPG like give you cop brain, right? So I'm a person who I want to go in every room and I want to talk to everybody and I want to, that impulse, I want to take everything too. That impulse is terrible when you're a cop. And also, you know, probably in actual games is born from a type of machismo cop brain that isn't great. I don't know. Which someone was in the comments last week. And, oh my god, we are not clicking subscribe to his advanced race theory. Jesus Christ, I didn't even see that. I'm keeping my mouse far away from that. But someone was commenting on the VOD last week, or sorry, 2 weeks ago. Sorry for not being here last week. And basically saying that sort of RPG breakdown, like of the tropes of the genre, is deliberate. So we'll kind of see where that's going. Not that it isn't still here, even if it's not deliberate, but I don't know. It changes the amount to which I'm looking for that from the game, I guess. But I don't know. The RPG that breaks down RPG mechanics is such an established genre in and of itself these days that I cannot help but approach RPGs that way, I guess. That's not to say I don't still play them like RPGs, but Kim, what do you think about this? Kim, what do you think of the race scientist? My normie centrist cop friend. My Japanese coded cop friend.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That's pretty funny. How do you know there will be a next racist?
There always is.
Bars. Cindy says detectives can make for great protagonists. They can go where they want and talk to who they want and so on, according to Goddard. Sorry. Yeah, the mechanism of storytelling in like procedural television or video games is so like wrapped up in sort of the conception of the maverick cop and the person who solves the problems, and you know, that idea has been not subsumed, but essentially used to construct certain types of state power and state violence. So like the idea that those things would be bound up with one another, even in like abstract ways, is, it like fucks with your head a little bit, but I think it is just like a fact.
Race is reality.
Sure, bud. Alright, can we talk to anyone else around here? Ooh. I would like to get... There's a crate. I want the crate. Did we, like, miss our chance to get it? When we knock him out, can we get it? Now we can. Alright. I don't think there's anything we can interact with around here. Now time to talk to someone else that's kind of unpleasant. No, I don't know. Everart is medium. Everart is solidly a C or B tier guy. Which is pretty high for this game. There are a lot of shitty people. Though speaking of high for this game, I'm still wondering if we're gonna be able to meet the lesbian truck driver. That she is my white whale. I want to meet her so badly. Alright. Why am I not going in? Am I... Oh, there we go. I thought I'd clipped through the ramp.
Yes, of course. Now we're on the right track.
We're doing this with Everard?
It smells like.
Okay.
We're getting crates and pallets calling to mind. Vast stands of winter pines. A swirl of ancient odors absorbed by heavy carpet fibers. But also a pervasive, treacly sweetness that somehow reminds you of cola nuts.
Nat says, can't believe we got Cindy the Skull herself in the chat. I think that's a sign that I'm playing the game right, you know? Maybe not perfect, but like, okay. I'm still mad we missed the feminism thought cabinet or whatever. Cindy says, Everett's goals are fundamentally revolutionary, even if he's coded as corrupt. Every worker member of the board is a demand I get behind. Yeah, I will say, every worker member of the board is a pretty good one. I think that it does say a lot about the type of power that Everett wants to, like, create. I still feel like I don't know what his personal goal... Like, I don't know. Is Everett capital R a revolutionary? I don't know. But he's valuable. Like, I don't mean to... Everett is not Measurehead. Everett is not Joyce of Wild Pines, right? Asha says he could certainly be a lot worse with his power. Exactly. And a lot of the Union people seem satisfied with him, which is a decently good sign. Because you can be a shitty Union boss and also be shit to your Union. I have experienced this in the one time I've been in a Union. The fact that his Union members seem generally satisfied, I think, is a vote of confidence. I do think he needs to, like, he personally, as a leader, needs to look out more for the underprivileged people in Martinez that are not connected to the Union. I think that is actually his main failing, and it is not his corruption. I think the corruption is, like, lower tier than the willingness to harm poor people.
The whole place could probably use a good deep cleaning, you think?
And to be clear, that is not anywhere as great as the willingness to harm poor people that people like the Wild Pines guys have, right? They send these strapped mercenaries to this town to stir shit up and potentially harm people. Like, that's terrible. That's, like, everyone is expendable at that point.
The lieutenant gives you a sharp, sideways look.
Everyone who isn't a shareholder, I mean.
Meanwhile, Everard Clare clatters away on his typewriter, willfully indifferent to your presence.
Okay. This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's ... Wait. Why do I care about the fishing rod? Why do I care about the fishing rod? All right, we'll talk to Everard.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Oh, we've got a few things. What's I did it, Everard? I turned it off. Turned what off?
What?
Oh. The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol in it. Now there's no alcohol. What the fuck are we talking about? I remember I have talked to him about the shady brew, but I don't... Did we do something?
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me.
If someone in the chat remembers what we did, I would appreciate I would appreciate a mention. So in video games, especially like games that are RPGs or adjacent to RPGs, there are often like logs of what you've done and like character bios and stuff. And let me tell you, I have never found that stuff that helpful. In fact, sometimes it bothers me because I want to read everything in a game, but it's just like busy work reading. I would really appreciate for a game like this, because it turns out that sort of thing is really valuable if you stream a game weekly, because I keep forgetting about shit. Cindy says, I think if we got another game, we'd see a lot worse. A city with more violence, social decay, etc., and it would stand in comparison to how much better the Union runs things here. You're probably correct. Asha says, my guess we took the alcohol out. Is that the alcohol we have in our pocket? Because we do have a bottle of alcohol. You told the chef in the Whirling in Rags to not put alcohol in his soup. I completely forgot about that. I wasn't there, but I suppose you talked to the cook and asked him to stop putting Al Ghul in. Why did I do that? Why is that the choice that I made? There was a reason. There was context. I'm sure about it. Look, it was like 5 hours ago in this game. That's basically years. It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
I know you know, Everard.
My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
I don't know about man, but the rest of that is good enough. I like name dropping the mailman. My friend, the mailman. That is a friend to the working class. That is a friend to labor everywhere. Thanks, Everett.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Everard is really funny because his way of manipulating me is just to say, yeah, you're my best friend. And like, I know I'm not his best friend. And he knows that I know that I'm not his best friend. But he still says it. I play the game like 3 times and I still get confused by my actions sometimes. I am so curious how different this game gets if you play it differently. Because obviously a game like this has linear aspects, but as someone who's coming into this almost entirely blind, I have no idea what's consistent to like my playthrough and what isn't, because so much has like, I don't know, developed around me. All right, we're in the inner circle. We got Kim into the inner circle, which is pretty good.
See, forging that signature really paid off.
Oh. Did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
You want the war. This is news.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men? I'm not worried about the trained. I'm worried about the machine guns. Isn't that... Didn't we get that context from Joyce?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez.
That's
with
a lot.
all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men.
I mostly believe that, but I'm worried about the machine guns.
The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries.
True.
The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Also true.
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
There is no strike-only war. Class war is pretty fucking hard. I will say. Everard is like here, and me, Harry Dubois, I'm like way down here. You know, I'm like baby. I'm baby communism, I guess.
We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Okay.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
I've never really tracked how cool the perception, like, art is here. Okay.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go.
Stop.
He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
Everard knows that I developed the communism thought in my thought cabinet.
It's already happening.
How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
And they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
How are you gonna fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer.
Okay.
With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Okay.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics. May be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
Henry just got off of work. What did you miss? Honestly, not that much. We chatted with Measurehead again, and he was still a dick, and now we're talking to Everard. Everard wants the war, is something we're learning. Everard feels entirely capable about solving it, so...
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
He's speaking, like, figuratively, but he said my sick kid, and I went, I have a kid? Oh, man. Okay.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
The kids on the street already have speed. Kim.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
That's annoying. Henry says, isn't he measured dead? No. We just knocked him out for a couple of minutes. He's still hanging out up there. Everard, address the way people are living in the town outside of your union. Come on, my guy. You're a community leader. Act like it.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Okay. Drugs are a no-go for me. I'll report this. I like the idea that everything I've done up till now is consistent with the idea that I'm also like a dare kid. I have to admit that's a well put together plan and far removed from you. Have to leave. I'll be there for the next stream, and hopefully I'll watch the previous VODs by then. Good luck. It's a lot of hours, but hopefully it's entertaining enough to get through. I don't know. I'm not like a pro. I'm just playing this game for the first time. I'm also frankly streaming for the first time. This game is the first game I've ever streamed. Henry says, Everett isn't a community leader. He's just a different kind of police chief, the less bad. I don't know if he's a police chief, but he is a chief, if that makes sense. Like, ACAB does not include Everett, but Everett is guy with the levers of power. I don't know. Everett's goals for his union, I think, are net positive. But I feel like that's where Everett stops, and it hurts other people. That's a well put together plan.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez who've put their trust in me.
Well,
anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
It's really fun from what I've seen, and it's refreshing to see actual leftists get into the game, knowing what to expect on that regard. Yeah, I mean, we did come into this going, okay, how do we play? How do we play lefty? Because I wasn't going into this being like, I want to be a communist, because I didn't know what it would be, but I want to see I want to see this game's chops. What's its criticisms like? What I like the infighting jokes, you know? It's fun. This is a good game. I'm doing a study in my statistics class to see if there's a bias against the word socialist compared to socialist policy. I am very curious what that would yield, because like my uneducated is the wrong word. My less than studied hypothesis, because I don't think it's based on nothing, but my hypothesis would be that I don't know, obviously, right? Like, obviously there is some disparity there between, like, maybe the aesthetics or buzzwords related to socialist practice and actual policy, right? I think that is, like, like an old trope at this point, that one is demonized and the other is kind of popular, right? Though I also don't know how that looks in the year of our Lord 2025. Everett's biggest flaw is he's a big picture kind of guy. Small crimes are okay for a bigger win, if you know what I mean. And also his centralization of power, very Soviet. I think you are right about that. He's kind of at the top of he's top of the food chain, top of the pyramid, whatever you want. And that is what he's dealing with. And I don't know. I'm not saying you can't do that ever. Am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know. I also want to check biased against socialism with communism. Well, I can tell you how I think that would be. God, I saw a great on Cindy's. Okay, here we go. It's I wrote it down the other day. It's an Ursula K. Le Guin quote. The end justifies the means, but what if there never is an end? All we have is means. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Anyway, let's not focus. It'll only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor's is but a small part of Martinez. I'm just gonna say nothing.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel.
I will say it's very funny that Cindy said Everart's biggest flaw is he's a big picture guy, and then his next piece of dialogues was him saying, let's look at the big picture. That's pretty funny.
I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
How much do I care about that, though? I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings. Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to. Am I scared of the drug trade? I don't know. I don't think all forms of drug trade are negative. And I also think that there is already, like, a drug problem in Martinez. Would the Union having control over it actually change anything? I definitely don't think it would change things for the worst, right? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm being, like, thick-headed about it. But I'm just going to say I love what you're doing for the working man, because we might as well get the communism point, you know?
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man.
No, I'm
you
not.
have already done so much work.
No, I'm a cop. Don't include me. Can I ask you about specific Union members?
We're way past specific Union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
Who's Leonard again? I'm sorry, I don't remember who Leonard is.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Oh, he's confident right now. Something happened. Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding
Yeah.
this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
I assumed you knew where it was the whole time. Okay, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character. So watch out.
Which old woman?
How did this woman come to be in possession of the firearm?
Turns out she bought the gun from Roy, the local pawnbroker. And honestly, Harry, I have no idea how your gun ended up in Roy's hands.
He winks at you 3 times in quick succession? What?
Because you pawned off your gun?
Oh, me. I did it. I sold my gun.
You pawned it off for liquor.
That does sound like me.
You pawned it so you wouldn't shoot yourself in the head.
Oh. It's good I sold it. I would have shot myself with it.
Wild stuff, Harry. Absolutely wild. I'm not judging you. We all have our dark days. What matters is Union men are gonna help you fix this. Anyway.
If we end up with the gun again, I don't know, maybe I'm fine because I have high volition, but I feel like I would want Kim to hang on to it, if that makes sense. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust my character. Nor really should I, right?
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
This isn't like the sweeping woman, right?
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good.
She
None of
was-
this does.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
No wonder she got the gun.
Calls herself the Pigs? That sounds bad.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
That's kind of funny. Kim, if you don't want to be called a pig, you should quit your job, my guy.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
We're going to that, and we're saving beforehand.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Thanks, video game.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
All right. The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving...
That's more tricky, Everard.
Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
If you want to do shit like that to the fishing village, you have to work with the people who live there. If you want to not be literally running them out of their homes. And I don't mean showing up with a plan that's going to fuck them over. I mean actually developing the plan with them. Every worker a member of the board.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
Great, okay.
So the village is doomed.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it.
Henry says, interesting that Everart's ends always result in more influence for Everart. Yeah, I mean, you know what they say. Organize yourself outside of a job, right? Or, sorry, organize yourself out of a job, not outside of a job. Jesus Christ. Organize yourself out of a job. And if you're not prepping whatever movement or organization you're working with to work without you, then you are doing it for you. And listen, I get acting in self-interest, but you should try to be better than that.
Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Alright, well, we're not saying the third one. Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that? I don't think he's lying. I just think he needs to adjust his goals. Low-income housing. If even part of that is true, then why not? I'm going to express skepticism because it's the only one of these that isn't being like, okay, sure.
Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
Asha says, fascinating how often yes in my backyard typically means displacing the most vulnerable. Well, it's like, if you're actually yes in my backyarding, it is your backyard, right? You are going through the misery. You are dealing with it. But in this case, it's not Everard's backyard, right? It's the poor people's backyard.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Sounds like you got this, or I knew you were up to something. I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
That's not really my job. That's a poor understanding of what my job is.
A true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
That's it.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
We're gonna click this. A few more questions about the harbor, because I assume this is gonna take us back to the other dialogue tree.
I'm always happy to... Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
I'm looking for a cell of underground communists. Can you help me?
Mr. Dubois, really? Do I look like a man who has time for underground communists? I'm as above ground as it gets.
Yeah, fair.
He's got you there. You've got to be 10 or 12 meters up, at least. That's all you're going to get out of him.
Now,
Okay.
was there any...
That was funny, but kind of a waste of time. Okay. Well, we've learned things. I feel like that is the most satisfying interaction we've had with Everard. I think he was the most clear about his motivations, but we also kind of showed a degree of... not hesitation, but I don't know. We have condemned the bad idea, I think. Or the bad plan. Because it's not even the idea that's the problem. It's the fucking plan. Can I get this open?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric.
Okay, I didn't really mean to click that, but we did the check. Rhetoric is, yeah, it's all filled up. So I guess unless we get another +1 from being in the world more, then that cargo container is closed, which is what we determined last time, but... Let me go down. Let me go down. I don't always love the way this game controls. I do wonder if it would be better on a controller, though. Alright. What are we to do now? What else was on our list? We gotta check the journal. Gotta check the journal. Down there. I'm pretty sure we still need to talk to the rock guys. Oh wait, but didn't we get a white check with the... Not rock, sorry, the Anotic music guys. The nightclub guys. And what's her name, of course. She's part of it, despite their best efforts. Okay, right! That's right! We stood up to Titus Hardy and learned who the assault victim is, which means we're gonna have to talk to her when she is the person that I guess I sexually harassed on the first day. Why did I choose to do that? Did I misunderstand the prompt, or was I just fucking around? I genuinely cannot remember. Alright, missing insects case. Local kids might know. Right. We're gonna talk to Kuno again. Get yourself organized. We gotta find the ideologue. Confront the pigs. That's a time-sensitive one. Okay. All right. Let's talk to Kuno first. Man, we're really... How do I get up here? I want to get up there. I want to get into the Whirling and Rags secret passages. And I just have... Here, hang on. I know what we'll do. Go faster. God, I didn't double click. Okay.
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everett's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
Yeah, I'm a cop, and also kind of annoying.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Oh. It didn't narrate it. Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Okay, I'll look elsewhere.
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
Oh shit. Oh shit. We no longer have the -12, it's not time yet. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I'm not necessarily gonna save scum this, but we're planting a slate. Here, first, before we do that, I have something to check.
You see a heavy... The door does not budge. The door does not budge. The door does not budge. The door does... The door...
Okay. Let's do the window check. I have no idea what's gonna happen here, but...
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
Fingers crossed.
Nothing, as always. By now, you're almost certain there may be a sparrow's nest on one of the branches. Keep at it. There must be a reason you've looked out this window so many times.
Okay. If we can put a point into perception, we're gonna do that and we're gonna redo the roll. If we can't, I'm save scumming because we tried so hard to get this like 2 days ago. Yes, we can put a point into perception. Okay. Great. Do it again.
Again, you find yourself looking at nothing, as always. By now, you're almost certain there may be a sparrow's nest on one of the branches. Keep at it. There must be a reason.
All right, chat. Should we put another skill point into perception, or should we reload the save? I will do whatever y'all say. What's can we finally talk to Sans Undertale? It's all about money, you know. He always says that. The real Sans Undertale would never say that. Right. There are the cops here to, like, check on me or babysit me or whatever. Can I talk to them now?
Yes? What is it?
Henry says gear, any perception gear. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we're wearing all of our perception gear. But we will check. I'm pretty sure I have been prioritizing for perception, all in all. I also don't know if putting on a piece of relevant gear... This is an... Oh, I did not mean to put that on. Also, I'm pretty sure that putting on a piece of relevant gear doesn't let you retry the white check. It just makes your chances better, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, we have two pieces of clothing that give us negative rolls on perception, but nothing that improves it. What about this the smoking guy?
Hi again, gendarme.
Damn.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye, not gendarme. Should we reload the save? I think we need to. I think we need to reload the save. Any new dialogue with her?
I've got nothing to say to you. What?
Okay. Anything new with these guys? I sure doubt it.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
That is a really good check. We're loading the game, we're loading the game, we're loading the game. If the game didn't want me to do this, it wouldn't let me, you know? Right? What's wrong? She was yelling at me. It's not quite your snack time. Can you wait patiently? She cannot wait patiently. You can sit on my lap. She's not gonna wanna. Never mind. Sitting on the lap. She's down there now. Wait. Didn't I save? Didn't I? Why am I back with Everard? Oh, was it because I did the most recent? Okay, I see. I didn't do the most recent.
Again, you find yourself looking at nothing.
Fuck.
Is all. Keep at it.
Okay. We're gonna do what we did before. Level up. The kitten is purring. Here, I'll see if I can get it on the mic. I don't think that was actually audible, but it was worth a try. I want to share how cute my cats are, and it's so hard if you don't have the right gear for it.
Again, you find yourself looking at. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
I feel like that's fair because I still put the point into perception. Okay, it's not the most fair, but I feel like it's fair enough. A key. Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm
The tattooed man.
comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
But I went to all that trouble. They don't know I was making a perception check.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I ain't worried about it.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
Shut up.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Hell yeah, Theo.
The key is brass. Workshop spear is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Fair. Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union Box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
I kind of believe him.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Sorry, my neck had a crick in it. I wonder what doors this key opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
I hope.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
That's what I hope it's to. but I don't actually expect it to be. I am saving the game again. I'm so pleased about that. I'm so pleased about that. Please, 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 please,
You
please.
see a heavy steel. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Hell yeah. Now, I do not... Oh, what? Now, I do not one bit regret how hard we tried to get that perception check earlier on in the game. Because that would have been cool as hell if we could have gotten that key.
Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Whose workshop? Yeah, that's right, Henry. It's door budging time. It opened. It fucking opened. Oh, wow. It's really pretty normal back here. But there's 5 money. Are these arcade games? Like, is that pinball? This pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. I want to play old-ass pinball. This pinball is white Deora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note. NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Wow. If only I had known that sooner.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
I do enjoy the Mountain Goats. Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Wait, you've played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Let's take a closer look. Yes!
Ah, great.
Wait.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy.
Yes!
Those flippers are ready.
Oh, I'm so fucking pleased. I was so ready to be put out that this game didn't let me play the pinball. Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Mundi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
That sounds awesome.
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Genius. Okay. I'm going to spend $1 on this, which frankly, kind of a lot. Kind of a lot, all things considered, but we're going to spend $1. I assume it's just going to be like a roll. Random if we win or not. If this game lets me actually... I know that mechanically this is a TTRPG. I know that it is a game with text and very mild exploration, and those are its 2 mechanics. Well, and the, like, thought cabinet and shit. But it's all like the way it's written. If I spend $1, if I spend 1 real, and I get to actually play a real pinball minigame, this game is perfect. If it doesn't, that blows.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Also, I got a Steam achievement for doing this. I like the lighting. That's really cute.
Go, go, finger boy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Ooh, wait, what kind of guy was he then? I'm afraid if I ask that, I'm gonna lose my pinballs.
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
I like Kim for being that guy who's like, actually, he's racist. In case you didn't know. Because Kim is so often not that guy. But I like that. A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman, too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
Technically, the human beings are at the top of the food chain. That's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids, too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Kim Kitsuragi is the guy at the party who cannot wait to tell everybody that Cornelius Gertie hit his wife. That's who Kim is. Anyway, so would I be if I were living in the setting.
But you seem to be having fun.
Yeah, it's a pinball game. I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board. And although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3.
I'm doing great.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
It's not even giving me a choice. Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass.
Did I just break the machine?
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
Did
Something's happening.
Did I just kill myself with the... Did I just play the pinball machine that kills you?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
I see. So there's like a fog machine effect or something. Pale rupture. What the fuck does that mean?
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness.
It fills the machine. That's so bitchy. That's such a bitch-ass thing for this game to do.
This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
I can do this with my gamer skill.
Hit the pads as fast as you can. Maximum attack. Not even a bullet can get through. The amount of focus it takes to predict when a ball goat is in striking range is staggering, but it can be done. Focus. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Okay, I don't like that I have -1 on this roll because I chucked the ball into the sea a few days ago. All right, we're gonna lose this.
How, if you can't even see it? The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee.
Damn it.
It killed itself to spite you. There goes nothing, finger boy.
That was a pretty good interaction. That was a pretty funny interaction. I'm still mad there wasn't a pinball minigame. Listen.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
If I'm a DM and I'm narrating a room full of pinball machines, I'm gonna let my players play space pinball. You know? Maybe that's stupid. Maybe that takes him out of it. But I think mini games are fun, except when they fucking suck. Run your finger across the dust of the white Deora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Ooh, what's white Deora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
All three of these are history themed.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
Is there pinball here? In the Whirling and Rags?
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
My cat would like to go and get her snack. What about the other one? The Franco-Nigerian ball. Want to play that?
No.
All right, we're going to try this red check. We're probably not going to get it.
It's strange that he doesn't like pinball. Kim here is a Zeolite. His people are incredibly dexterous, and they all love pinball. Matter of fact.
I don't like that the game is making me say this. Hey, didn't you guys, like, invent pinball? You guys? Fine.
Us? Guys?
Exactly.
Stop.
No matter, this is a failure. I'm failing, and I'm going to stop.
Okay. I don't like pinball because I had to learn to play it for an undercover job at a pinball ring. And it's a lame, boring, and unchallenging game. There. We can move on now.
Super. Tip-top. This went pretty well, all things considered.
No, that went dog shit. We're getting out of this. All right. What's the chat doing? Cindy says, I like goats. My local park had goats in it, has goats in it. They move them around to graze, and the local kids love it too. I bet the kids love that. That's so much fun. I like that a lot. My girlfriend grew up in a place next to a field of sheep and sometimes goats, and I'm frankly a little jealous. I'm very much living in a there is not wildlife anywhere city. I would love to go to like one of those places where they just have like cats everywhere. All right. Everywhere should have city goats. I agree. Didn't somebody at the church talk about the Pale, or am I thinking of something else? Cindy says, Pale driver, old lady truck driver. And I think Joyce told you about all that metaphysical stuff, Repale. I don't think that was Joyce. I think that was either my, like, weird interaction with the painting, or, like, the fresco or whatever. Was it stained glass? Or talking to the lady. But it is, like, it's, like, weird, like, fucky metaphysical, like, force shit, right? Cindy says there's another door in the back room you didn't go through. You're correct. I just wanted to come out here to chat while I was reading chat. Yeah, but the Pale is related to all the, like, fucky supernatural bullshit that, like, makes no sense, but I increasingly believe is part of this game, right? But it's weird, like, Pale Rupture, that's weird to include in the Maybe pale is like a relevant piece of technology. Or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna feed my cats real quick. And so how about we leave y'all with music? Do I have music? I don't. Hang on. We'll get this going. This isn't even necessary for how long I'm going to be gone, but now I'm committed to it. All right. Be right back. I'm back now and my hair is different. Because my hair was not staying in a clip very well, so. There, now we're more in frame. Oh, Cindy Reed the Pale says, I imagine it as a pseudoscientific term in the world that sounds cool for cheap nihilistic trick, however Kim phrased it. That sounds very possible. That would kind of... There would be like a cultural through line too. Okay, this looks like an elevator. So.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Yes, please.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Sorry for fiddling with my sound equipment. It's just been bothering me. That's probably better. Just enough room for 2 people. Me and my best friend slash lover slash co-worker that hates me, Kim Kitsuragi.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Are we gonna get in this elevator and it's gonna kill us? I don't know why I expect everything in this back room to kill us. It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This elevator was last maintained in the future?
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future.
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Okay, great. I wonder what this elevator was used for. Probably going up a floor.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Pretty quaint. Alright, let's just fucking go. Let's just fucking go. This is actually real quick. We're gonna do a little quick save, and the reason we're gonna do that is because up this elevator is probably the mercenary woman that we have yet to talk to. So I don't want things to go badly.
Stands open.
Because these people may not scare Everett, but they scare me a little bit. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Why is everything in this back room pinball? Pinball maker's coat. +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination. What if it looks good? What if I'm gonna look cool? What's this? +1 logic? Okay. Whatever. I don't look bad. I look like kind of a douchebag either way. That's kind of just my vibe, unfortunately. All right, do we want +1 logic or do we want +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination? I really like that it's both. What's our current... Hand-eye coordination is 2. Logic is 2. I don't know. I have a hard time with the stats thing because it's like, I know I'm gonna miss stuff if I do my... I mean, I'm missing stuff anyway, but I'm like gonna feel that I've missed stuff. Let's just try it. Asha says, okay, back. Second job applied to. Good on you. I hope the application process wasn't too bad. A lot of application processes these days are fucking miserable. So, hopefully you don't have to deal with that shit. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. Oh, great. I get a blue little pop-up. Am I going to try to seduce the pinball machine to communism?
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
That sounds cool.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Okay. Ooh. Footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
It's a clue.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two. My guy's so dumb.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
Are they my footprints?
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
The Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large.
You're welcome. Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
I guess trigger warning sexual assault discussion in this episode. I have no idea. This game should have that up top, frankly. That's irresponsible. I hope the conversation we have with the victim is not... is not. Alright. Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
Okay.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
I just got a bunch of experience. Oh my god, wrong button. Yeah. Extra skill point. And we're getting close to another one too. No idea what to put it into, but feels good. I keep thinking, God, drama sure is useless for everything, but it's because I have drama level 1, so it just never comes up. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe interfacing. For doing sneaky things. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening.
The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
So, what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Glacia about this route. See how she reacts.
Who's Glacia again? I don't remember.
Yes, it is quite likely that we will re-emerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof.
That's funny. Unbar the door. I'm a little scared. Alejandro Morales says, you can see which retriable checks there are. I am aware. Do that over here, right? Is there anything we have, like, big time missed? I mean, obviously there's stuff we've, like, chosen not to do. Wow. This scroll wheel really does not want to work. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Unbar the door. We're doing our quick save again.
The door
Now
is
unbar
small
the door.
but heavy looking.
I'm nervous. Oh boy, this is a different environment, and it looks kind of different. Cindy says, she's the lady you spoke to the Hardys about, who they said was sexually assaulted by the hanged man. You met her at the beginning. Oh, that's her name. We should talk to her first. We should talk to her first. We're going to go talk to her first. We're going to go talk to her first. Before doing any of this. Alejandro says, I normally put in the one that opens up more retries, but I don't know if it's a good strat. Yeah. For me, it's like, I want to put it in for retries that I want to succeed at. Like if there's something I'm particularly interested in. Right. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know who... I genuinely can't remember what the name is again. Sorry. I've probably only heard it like 3 times in the game. That's her in there. I thought that was the mercenary. Oh, okay. So I'm not special. I'm not like... I'm in fact doing exactly what I have to do a main quest. She's not in here anymore? Okay. Am I breaking and entering? I guess it's a hotel. Am I breaking and entering? Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. What am I doing, man? Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's. What am I doing? Why can't I just go in here? This room has sad all over it. Reminds you of your own. Why can't I just go in here? Cindy says, it's okay, they go to the same place. Oh. So if I go up the... Okay. Okay. This is annoying. I'm annoyed now. Wait. So is the main function of the key to give you... I mean, like, it opens up the fun pinball stuff. It does that. And, you know, it's like a cool secret. But hypothetically, if you got a really good roll, you could go up there early... and things could play out a little bit differently because you could talk to her early. Damn. Well, now I'm sad. Now I'm disappointed. Oh, hang on. Was this bedroom the place? You feel someone watching you behind the glass door, a woman. The bed has been hastily made. Should I be not doing this?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Is this more shit that I'm responsible for? This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
The one I smashed in my room?
Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below you. Messing up your concentration here.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window, whatever it is, it's messing with your concentration.
Okay. If I go down, is it her room? This is like kind of a funny hotel room that leads to a different... That's wacky. Did I go in here? No, I didn't. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
This feels like a violation of her privacy. Am I about... did I say that and now I'm about to do the violate... Whatever, we're looking.
It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Oh no, what is Harry doing? What is Harry forcing me to do? What are the medications?
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
I don't know what histoperidol is. What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Okay. Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Okay. We're doing a quick save again. I'm gonna do this check, but if it...
cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and...
If this turns into my annoying electrochemistry, you should do drugs all the time, instincts, and something bad happens, we're gonna reload the save. But we're gonna do this check because maybe it tells us something about the... yeah.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
I'm glad I'm not wearing the tie anymore for this. What's so exciting about an orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
I already have speed. And we're not using it. Big whoop. It would be pretty fun to play this game and just destroy this guy's life. That I will give the game that. That would be enjoyable. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Alright. Is this a radio? Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Oh, I guess it's an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog? Alright. I guess content warning for discussion of sexual assault. I have no idea if it's going to be bad, but maybe. I assume it won't be, but maybe. Doing another quick save because I'm really worried about my character. Chris Kempshaw says, honestly, playing computer games on the internet, what a nerd. God, you're right, but at least I'm not playing an MMO, you know? At least I'm not playing computer games with other nerds. I guess I am live streaming it, though. That's pretty bad. Chris, I bet you'd like this game. It's neat.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
She's just like me for real.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Chris says it's the only acceptable way to interact with other people. Yeah, our teenagers and college students these days aren't making lasting relationships through MMORPGs anymore. What is our country coming to? I guess our countries. What is the world coming to? Sorry for the mess down there. Cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. Is there a cleaning lady? Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north toward the yard. Heh, right, because there's not the fucking corpse hanging from a tree.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
Anytime.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You remember how we succeeded the check to shoot down the hanged man? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Henry says, I introduced my sister-in-law to Pirates of the Caribbean online, and she's addicted to it now. Like a fan server? Because didn't that close down, like, 15 years ago? It did, right? I'm not misremembering that. You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
She is being so nice. And I'm sure she's being nice because I'm a cop and I carry an amount of power that is distressing. But it is making this interaction easier. Asha says, I think it's on the Discord servers these days, or at least my niche. Though there's usually like 20 or so. Oh, MMORPGs. Yeah, but Discord servers aren't the same. Discord servers, you actually have to like learn people's names. Listen, I'm not saying people don't get groomed on MMOs, but I am saying it is harder. It is more work. A free fan recreation, Disney lets it exist somehow. I mean, I'm not surprised. Chris Kempshell says, sounds like a soft gateway into hard piracy. That's a pretty good joke. Asha says, yeah, they made a fan version all totally free. I played a bit of it a while ago. I prefer obsessing over niche gay VNS made 10 years ago. I've been meaning to try one of the fan-made Lego Universe servers. Lego Universe was a, like, kids MMO that I really enjoyed because I was a child, and then it ended after 2 years, but it had some cool stuff about it. But I want to play it. I want to play it again. It's probably not that good these days. All right. They say a portal to hell is open in there. Disco Infernum. No, I just trashed the place. Henry says Lego Universe still exists somewhere. Yeah, there's like fan-made servers and stuff. Here, hang on. I have my physical copy of Lego Universe right here. Because I don't have anywhere else to put it. And you could download it from the internet at the time, but we're talking CD-ROM and booklet. Physical copy. Currently it's sitting alongside my physical copies of all of the console Lego Star Wars games. No, I just trashed the place.
I know. That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
One would imagine. Getting blasted with all that MMO knowledge, always seeing ads for that. It was the thing for like over a decade. The thing about MMOs is that they were a terrible, terrible business model at the time. No one was willing to pay subscriptions, especially not most parents of children. But it was still cool that everyone and their mom was making an MMO. That was neat. There were a lot of pretty good ones. I wish that was still a thing. Brennan Marr in the chat says hi. Hi, Brennan. I hope you're well. All right, that's probably why the cleaning lady quit. I remember the night it got shut down. Tragic. I was not able to make it on for the night it shut down because my computer wasn't working. Like, I could barely get it to run on my old shitty Windows Vista computer. That was the Windows Vista computer, right? I think so. I could barely get it to run. And so I couldn't be around for the end of it, which I deeply regret.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
This does not come as good news to him.
No, it's pretty bad news.
Have I ever? This man has an unforgettable way with words.
Okay, I don't like this. I would like to withdraw the comment I made earlier. Given the situation we find ourselves in now, it seems out of place. It was bad regardless of the situation. Why did I make my character? I think the reason I made my character say that is because I didn't quite believe the game. I didn't believe that I could be as much of a rat bastard as this game allows me to be. I think that's why I did it. I regret doing it. In case that's not clear, I would not have done it. I would not do it again because I understand how this game works now. I'm owning up to it. This is the best option for owning up to it.
And what is that situation?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
He phrased that pretty well.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
This game does a great job of making you regret what another game would have just been the funny option. Yeah, now that I've played this game, I can identify what option is the funny option and what option is like the fascism option. But God, I could not tell at the beginning. Nice room.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Hey, did you know that door leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
You're welcome.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
Okay. Oh. Oh. There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom. Do I tell her that? Fundamentally, she should know. But do I tell her that now? It's an old pinball workshop.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
Agreed.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly. She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
Again, if this goes badly, we're reloading it. If this goes badly, we're reloading it. I do not... I know it's all well and good. It's just kind of take the things that happen in the game as they come. I do not want to do the harm in ways that I'm not going to fuck this up, you know? There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
The lieutenant points to her window. The unmade bed is visible through the glass.
Okay.
There's a pause as she processes this information.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you want some of my speed? I also have booze.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could just be a coincidence. It could be connected. We don't know. We don't know.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
Kim should go get some fucking tape and just do it. Don't put that shit on her. If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
You got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Real as hell. Is that why you're out here? Also real as hell. God.
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you?
Pretty good. Pretty good writing.
Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
I hate objects. I'm part of the anti-object task force. It's alcoholism.
Cool. I think I'm developing a pinch of that too. It hasn't done wonders to my taste in interior decoration.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
No.
No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Quite impressive. How'd you do it?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist. I am amused at the fucking anagram of Narcan, because Narcan is like a branded word. That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
That's this smart woman. Smart woman. It is. If you are a person who does opioids, it can be hard to want to have Narcan because Narcan is really rough. Narcan basically immediately sends your... Narcan has very few... Narcan does... so I'm saying Narcan a lot. Narcan does almost nothing to a person besides inhibiting their ability to, you know, take opiates, right? To benefit from opiates. And so you can, like, send someone into withdrawal, like, almost immediately. And the come down from that can be really, really fucking rough. And obviously, like, you need to do it if a person is overdosing. But it can be, like, really physically unpleasant. A lot less physically unpleasant than an overdose. But it is... I think she's right to have it on hand. But that's also, like, a thing that's really, like, difficult. And I think a lot of people who would benefit from Narcan, like, feel an aversion to having it for that reason. So she's being very responsible here. And I think that is absolutely the move. Cindy says, even if you're not, I have worked in that space, and I've heard so many stories of non-users who have still saved lives. No reason not to have it around. If you work in a public space or around addicts, you are very correct, Cindy. The more, especially if you are a person who, like, not works with the public, but works, like, public-facing, I guess. Having something like that, like, if you have Narcan and you work in a bar or you work in a shop, like, genuinely, absolutely saves lives. Absolutely saves lives. Like, around where I live, like, the proliferation of Narcan is why the community proliferation of Narcan, no other reason, is exactly why overdose deaths have dropped as significantly as they have in the last 5 years. Asha says, do you need any sort of training for that? I would suggest knowing how to use it, but Cindy says, I think every building with a toilet should have it. Yeah, you're right on the money. Do you need any sort of training? I would recommend understanding how it works, because you don't want to harm a person. You want to make sure if you are dosing a person who is unconscious, that is consensually messy. And I recommend looking into how to kind of manage that. What I have learned is that if someone is unconscious and you're like needing to touch them, call out what you are doing to anyone around you. Make it really clear, make it so that they can potentially hear you if there is like a type of consciousness, but they're not like expressing anything. Henry says, I was/am a librarian, and most libraries are at least having this conversation. Many already started carrying it. Absolutely, the place for Narcan is a library. Here, hang on, I'm gonna show you guys the patch on my purse. One sec. I got this sick ass patch for my purse like a month or two ago, and it's sparkly, and it says I carry Narcan. Sorry, it's reversed, but it's got a sparkle on the white and the red. I like it a lot. Anyway, Narcan conversation aside, for someone who's not like an expert in these things, I'm reasonably passionate about Narcan. In the services, we have to do a short training before handing it out, but it's literally just showing how to IM inject. Exactly. Like, and it is so easy. Narcan is genuinely so easy to use. It is a like miracle drug. Like it is like miracle pharmaceutical. It is incredible, I think. Genuinely, like, because it inhibits the benefit of, benefit depending on you, the effects of an opioid, like that can be harmful to dose someone who doesn't actually need it. Like, if they are addicted, then again that can be really, really rough. But the only, like, I could take this out of the package right now and fucking do myself, and there would be no adverse consequences. And that is so cool to me. Like, I think when there can be so few barriers to, it's one of those things where it's like the barrier to helping people is so low. Granted, Narcan distribution is better in some places and worse in others. But I don't know. It's cool to me. I like it a lot. I live in a place with a lot of homeless people. Because I live in a place with big housing problems. And it is it is the city's fault. And it is the fault of our, like, housing policies and stuff. Absolutely. And I know a lot of those people are safer for the proliferation of Narcan and the types of care that come with it. Like, planning to care for people who need it, I think goes a long, long way to like humanizing him, to normalizing that, instead of being like, oh no, do they fucking, like, they're shooting up in the alley, so they deserve to fucking die. No, that's bullshit. That's disgusting. All right, we're gonna keep playing the game.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
I feel like I know her vibe exactly. I have met and become friends with this woman. That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
What are you doing here, in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Right, it's March. I forgot it was March. Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
I mean, like, why are any of us here, dude? Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I'm win.
How long have you been?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
No, this is Sassy Town. It's where the future of dance lies. Max says Smarch. Summer March. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not. I'm win.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Revachol.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing. I'm win.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
This is where the future of dance lies.
If you say so, officer. If you say so.
That window is new.
It is.
Max, you missed the conversation about Narcan.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
I want to be comfortable for this. My desk chair is... pardon me. My desk chair is, like, actually dog shit. It's, I pulled it from the trash a couple years ago, like from the trash in the building I was living in at the time. It wasn't in the trash, it was by the trash, but it was trash. And it was a lot better than the shitty desk chair I had then. But it's still like this terrible, uncomfortable office chair. And as I've used it, the like foam padding on the seat has only gotten more and more compressed. So every time I'm sitting on it, I'm basically just like sitting on a metal plate. It's terrible. Anyway, Max says, I was there for it. I was just walking home from a bar. What time is it there? You're in Chicago, right? I'm not misremembering that. You are in Chicago, right? So what time is it in Chicago? It's like 7? It's like 6. Chicago Central Time? I feel like it is. I don't remember.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
I'm way behind and I've been catching up with the VODs, just dropping by real quick to say I've been loving the playthrough and hearing your take on things. I'm so glad to hear that. I have really enjoyed playing this game. I'm sorry that there are new installments of this playthrough so rarely, but I like it. It's a good game. It's hard to stream because it takes a lot of time, and also then I have to like do my makeup and shit. 2 hours ahead of PST. Okay. 2 hours? Oh, it is Central then. Right, okay. I spent a lot of my I spent a lot of my life in Mountain Time, and I've never lived on the West Coast before now, and that has really tripped me up. Because I've lived in Central Time before, and I adjusted to that just fine, but something about going back has, like, just a little bit fucked me up, and I have a hard time remembering where everyone is now. Henry says, please don't apologize. You started doing these shortly after I lost my job. Give me something to look forward to. Everyone's losing their jobs, man. Everyone's losing their jobs. No, I'm glad it's something, you know. I was with kindergarten. What? I need THA drinks and poutine? What do you mean with kindergarten? Does that mean something? Is that a metaphor? Am I an idiot? Asha says, I've never been outside PST. Wow. You know, you could just, like, start walking east. Eventually you get there. No, I don't know. That That's interesting. You're gonna be real fucked up anytime you go anywhere else. I'm a substitute teacher. So why? Oh, I see. You were substitute teaching, and then you needed to go to the bar. I thought you were substitute teaching kindergarten at the bar. Okay. Okay, back to the very serious conversation we're having. What's your name, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is that?
A bad memory, officer.
Bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
I like the way they're writing her. I like the way they're writing her a lot.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
Good fucking line.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Henry says, ah yes, fake Holland. Disco Dutch. Not much going on east. Dug into Pacific Northwest like a tick. I like the climate. I don't know why some of my brothers moved to hot hellholes like the Sunbelt or the South. Bizarre behavior. Yeah, one of the reasons I came here is for the climate. I genuinely, for the most part, I love the weather here. I love the rain. It gets warm, but usually not too warm. Some of the like summer heat these days fucks me up, but I love a beautiful, like medium temperature Portland day, and that's most of the year. It is delightful to me. The lack of sun does fuck me up in like a seasonal depression way, but otherwise I find it very comfortable. But yeah, I don't know why you would move other places personally, but I don't know. People be like in other climates. I guess it makes sense, but I've gotten pretty sick of places that get like really cold and really snowy, because the thing about fucking global warming is that stuff only gets more extreme. And the last few winters I spent in Salt Lake City were genuinely like hell. Like when winter set in, I would like feel dread, and then I spent the entire winter like feeling unsafe and feeling like uncomfortable, and it was hard to get around. So hard to drive, especially hard to drive in the city, and so hard to get around as a pedestrian. Just like impossible to go anywhere. And you know, one winter I worked as a bus driver. That was so stressful, so difficult. And so then I just like started to feel terrible when it was winter in Salt Lake City, and when it started to be spring again, like I felt like my soul like relaxed after months and months of being like tightened up. It was terrible. It's definitely gotten worse temperature wise last few years. Also so much green. Cindy says Salt Kale City, like the movie with the punks. Yes. Oh, I guess Salt Kale City was a typo. Yes, SLC Punk. Indeed. That movie's so fucking stupid because it ends with, in fact, we were wrong to have principles. And listen, those punks were annoying. But the main character's, the Matthew Lillard character is like, well, my friend died. Sorry, spoilers. So I guess I'm not punk anymore. What a silly movie. A fun watch. I recommend it. Did you do something wrong?
Sooner or later, everyone does.
Cindy says, lol, it was so silly. I had friends who loved that movie. I would have loved that movie had I seen it as like a 14-year-old. You know? How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Like literature?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
Oh, that's why she talks like that. What is Orkney's literature about? Okay, she has a Dutch literature degree and depression. God, that explains a lot about her.
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Aranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Max says, I've only ever been to the worst coast a few times. Max, why do you hate everything that is not the stuff that is yours? Mostly in airports. Utah seemed pretty but full of Stepford Wives people. Utah's not the West Coast. But yes, Utah is pretty with an asterisk. I know, like, I have a lot of friends who still live in Utah. They make it work. They like it fine. There's a reason I left. Someone robbed me in Las Vegas. LAX is the devil. Yeah, LAX is not great. LA is not great in general. She's not much older than me, but she feels so much older. The world weighed on her so much more. I don't know. I feel she's not that much older than me, and I feel pretty fucking similar. Not quite the same. I don't have all of the things going on that she does, but I ain't old, but I don't feel young.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Orkney's lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. We're doing that. It's too funny.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Aranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Orania 37.
Once again, real as hell. I've made more money by just being than I have with Orkney's lit. Oh, this game sure says some things about labor.
It's the world's most tired smile. Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
What is Miss Oriana 37?
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of our century 37, in Oranje.
What's a beauty pageant?
It's a competition for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
What is beauty?
When you have the fewest deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess.
Damn. So you were stupid and mediocre? I kind of want to say that. That's really fucking funny. That's fucking funny, and it shows that I'm accepting her approach. Like, if this were a friend of mine, I might say that. I'd say it a little nicer. But because even though that's not, like, how I see it, I would want to signal to them that I'm accepting some of their worldview because, like, I respect them and I want to, like, make sure we're on the same terms, you know? Instead of just saying, no, you're wrong, you know? So you were stupid and mediocre?
No. I was the most stupid and mediocre. And I got a crown and a sash and a scepter for it. And a scholarship to study Oranese lit.
Jesus. Okay. Oh boy. I'd just like to say the idea that a person in a beauty pageant must necessarily be stupid is based in a misogynistic idea of what beauty is and how it propagates. And even though I don't like beauty pageants as an institution, a lot of those women work very hard in a way that is deliberately obfuscated to reduce them. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Thanks. Can I see your passport?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I don't care. Should I care? I don't think I should care.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Maxine says, beauty pageants are child abuse. Those poor kids in Ohio, worst thing I ever covered. I don't disagree. It is a system of abusive institutions, like, by their very nature. Those kids work so hard. No, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. And to be clear, I don't think they should be doing that work. But I think the idea that beauty pageant contestants are specifically like stupid and shallow and vapid and basically lack interiority, right, is buying into the same. Beauty pageants do exist to sell that idea to you, but you shouldn't buy into it because it is based on misogyny. Thanks. That's good for the record.
The record. So official.
Thank you. The game forced me to. I need to talk to you about your room again. I don't think there's going to be anything new, but we're checking the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't like, I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question. That gives me bad vibes. I am curious. It's also not my room anymore. I stopped paying for it. I am very curious what that dialogue option is, but I think we just should not touch it. We should not touch it. We know who Harry is. We know how Harry behaves. We're not going to do that shit. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
I know it's hard to bring up, but that's annoying. That's an annoying thing for me to say. How do I want to say this? Sorry, I'm thinking really hard about this. How do you want to do this? She's so blunt. So much of the time, and I feel like I should match that energy. Is that crazy? I should have saved. Have you been raped?
It's a bit early in the morning for raped.
Okay. Look, I was trying to match your vibe. Henry says, the word the Hardy Boys use isn't necessarily the word she would prefer. I agree, but listen, it gave me two options.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
It's not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
The Hardy Boys are very enthusiastic to speak for her, and they may not have entirely noble reasons to do so. I agree with that. I don't love the way... Obviously, she wasn't part of the conversation, but... it did feel like they took a lot of her agency away in... I don't know. I don't love the way that they navigated even just mentioning it to me, you know? I didn't like it at the time. I don't like it now.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
Sleeps past 11 a.m. So you weren't? I want to say so you weren't, because the negative, I feel, is the, so it is so were, I just feel like so were you is like prying and annoying. So were you? I hate that. Henry says, there's an ownership of the situation Titus claims that sits badly with me. Yeah, I think you've put that well. And I'm sure a lot of that is like so that he it's bad when someone in your community, even if you don't like know them, is abused in any way, really. You feel powerless, you feel angry. I'm sure that there is this like incentive to take like command of the situation or whatever, but it's not great. Cindy says, protecting women's sexuality is a favorite story and justification men like to tell each other. Yeah, it does have that vibe. So you weren't?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Interesting.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Am I fucking this up? I have no idea.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Oh, boy. A lot to unpack here. That says a lot about her. That says a lot about the way she feels right now. Good writing. That's good writing. I like the way this is written.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Fascinating. Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
God, I love her. God, I fucking love her. Oh. A lot of the characters in this game suck, but again, there are like an increasing number that I just adore. Henry says this would explain why the word lynching keeps getting thrown around. It really does, in a way that I don't feel comfortable with.
Warming, then. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
I'm not gonna ask that. I kind of want to ask. It's so annoying, but it's so funny. Oh. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
Real.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
10-centimeter heal. That's pretty good.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
This is news. I'm learning things.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
So it must have been hard for you, seeing him in the yard.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Glad I didn't pull his feet off then. Or decapitate him. I wonder if that would make this conversation harder.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Say nothing.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
If it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
I just think, I know they were trying to make a point. I think if you kill a guy, even if you string him up, you take him down after like a day. I think a week is way overboard. I think even a day is like, I don't think you should, just kill him and put him somewhere else. You don't have to string him up. But again, if you want to be like a little bit of a freak about it and make a point, you take him down after a day. Jesus Christ.
Tearing off his armor, demeaning him, throwing rocks at him.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Does that work? Is that a thing you can do? To a landline?
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
Oh, so it's like still fucked up? That's kind of funny.
That's some clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
I like her. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I want to say this. I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it. She's run out of cigarette. Time to light a new one.
She sees them in each other's arms.
You're in each other's arms.
Yes. And then he's dead. His mouth agape.
I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lightest flame and inhales, then looks at you. with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Kim, what did you dream about? I know it's traumatic. I know it's traumatic. I know it's traumatic. But there's fucky bullshit in this game, and the game has not explained it, and so I'm seeing fucky supernatural bullshit everywhere. Okay. What did they hang him for?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
So they just wanted to kill him. Is that it?
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Oh, it's snowing now.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Is that why we're doing all this? Oh my god. Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Sure.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Do I want to say that? Because that's... It seems annoying. It seems unhelpful. I'm not gonna say it. I know. Everyone here knows. Zenim says, no, I didn't get the notification. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the problem with being super inconsistent about when and I stream. Max says, I feel this woman's energy in my bones. Yeah. Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason.
Oh.
I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
And you're sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
I do know how it is.
Do you?
I don't like that I failed that. Ugh. Do I?
Maybe you don't.
Yes, I do. God damn it. God damn it, Harry.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
It sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it. Should I ask that? I don't want to, like, pry. I don't want to be pushy. It sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Depends on your vibe. Thank you for telling us all this.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
What is this?
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely. I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
All right, let's do this volition check. Look her in the eye. I don't know why, but in general, I like my volition stat, so we're doing stuff with it.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
Don't be weird. Don't be weird about this woman.
I have bad news for you.
Is the game gonna be weird about her?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you groveling sycophant.
That's pretty funny.
You too. Me? Get out of here. I'm solid.
The girls are fighting.
These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them.
Okay.
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
I agree with that. Okay, hang on. Is volition just being bitchy? Is volition just being bitchy because I have a high volition? Or is it just like, is it like a self-determination thing? Volition would hate electrochemistry. This is so fucking funny. This is so good. I like this a lot.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy.
Yeah.
Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit.
Ew.
Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
The reason we saved is because if the game forces me to do something gross, we're reloading. But so far, this is kind of funny.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crownhead is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
It stopped snowing. Wait, maybe volition is like right. Maybe this is a scene where all of my like little head things act like creepy and weird. And because I have a high volition stat, volition is like, do not be creepy. Volition is like me in this situation, begging Harry to not be creepy. How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me? Asha says, Volition saying, please be normal. Volition better be right here, because I have trusted Volition at every step of this process, and I want to. Volition has been right. Volition is like one of the only ones that I actually feel is reliable. Does this mean she's been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this.
I don't hear from Mr. Thespian. I don't hear from Drama, like, ever.
No, he's not going to show up. I'm sorry. Your lie detection isn't working.
That's pretty funny.
It's not her doing. He's just totally inept. It looks like you're also an idiot. But that's not her fault.
Okay, I put stats into the purple stuff. Sorry.
No, not an idiot. You're just more of a sensitive type. Thinks with his heart. This woman's pain draws you in.
Max says horrific necktie is the best. Horrific necktie is funny, but also a creep, and I'm glad that we took it off. Volition is pointing out that Harry isn't very good at being objective around pretty girls. Ooh. You're right. I'm this freak. I keep forgetting I'm this freak. What's her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says. Huh? No, Mr. Conclusion. You're always kind of limited in your analytical abilities. That's not her fault, but still.
Is this being like, well, you have really shitty logic and drama, so they're not going to interject? That's funny. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Should I ask? That doesn't feel helpful. That kind of feels like the opposite of useful. Should I say it? Should I ask, Miss, are you manipulating me? Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Let's return to this later.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Can we not... I know he said to go downstairs and talk about this, but there was the dialogue thing right there. This is where logic would say, success. She's probably got nothing to hide. And Volition points out logic should be logical. I like the way this game keeps kind of like changing its stakes and the meaning of things that have happened. Because at the beginning, I didn't care about the hanging. There was not that much that made me care about the hanging. It was just like, okay, here's what you do in the game. And I really like... I like that we keep learning things that fundamentally changes and like complicates our view of what happened. Because very quickly, we basically learned that it was definitely Union guys who did it. That has only rarely been in doubt. And that's cool, because it's a mystery, but it's not a murder mystery. Not actually. It's like much weirder than that. And it's kind of more organic than that. It's not whodunit, right? It's what the fuck is going on. And kind of at every turn, I both know way more and way less. You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell all of us that? Or why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
True. Kim, probably not vulnerable to beautiful women. I know she's manipulative. No, something is off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Cool, though. Cool, though. A lot of good writing. Very complicated. Okay. This is changed to confront the Hardy Boys. Question Clausia about the dead man. Clausia told that she can't talk about him now, but you need specifics, height, build, etc. to confirm your autopsy. I guess. We'll get that if it works out. All right. God. Sorry, I have mascara in my fucking eye. Let's go talk to Kuno for a bit. I want to talk to the Hardy Boys, but we've had so much extremely relevant... We've had so much, like, main core plot shit that we should do something a little weirder for a second. Zenim says, she could be telling the truth. It's such a cool bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't fully disbelieve her. I just also believe that I am not... Or, not me. I think I'm fine. I mean, I'm not perfect, but... I know that I am not that credible for that sort of thing. So, let's go talk to Kuno for a bit. I want to save. That was heavy. That was heavy. Kuno's still here. Great. We could buy his pants. Not his pants. The pants off him. Not the pants off him. The sweatpants he's selling. Kuno's fucking electricity. 20,000 volts. Kuno volts. Can I not talk to you? There we go.
Does Kuno care?
They're so expensive. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs. Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
He does like bugs.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Hold on, no one's lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
I love Kuno S. I know Kuno S has a fucked up life, and I have completely failed at helping her, but she's funny.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno, I found your shack.
Yeah, did you fucking there?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Come on. I was funny.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Yeah, I got a skill point. What's with the tube of magnesilum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time. No, come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Thanks for your concern. I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I've heard enough.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. So I don't really remember where Kuno's shack is. Is it this way? Is it just in here? Right. Okay. It's crawling with locusts.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Okay.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Precisely what I was thinking. Stop being so sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
You think the insulinine phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
We should talk to Kuno about this.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Thanks, man. I like that Kuno in his shack has a poster for the pants that he sells.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the books. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Yeah, okay.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
Cyberpunk moment.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
Henry says Kim could fix me. I think I would... I don't think I would get along with Kim. I don't know. He's, like, sweet, and I enjoy him, but I don't think I personally would get along with Kim. He's too much of a centrist, too much of a middle-aged old man who likes racing cars, you know? Neither of which my vibe. Though we are kind of both dry motherfuckers. I don't know.
The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
You should listen to your friend, Kuno. Art's lame as hell.
Oh, Kuno! It's so lame, even the pig knows it's lame. Please stop!
I love provoking these children.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirts, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. Henry says, to be clear, I would also be fixing Kim's politics. I don't know if that's possible.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno, stop saying that word. Dude.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that.
I don't believe you.
She disappears entirely behind the fence.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. Do I want to do that? Do I want to say that? What does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He was playing.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
So what's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Stop taking locusts.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
Okay.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Okay.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
Huh.
We should replace the fucking crypto-fascist with Kuno.
He recognizes the name.
So you know.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
A rift.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
Okay. Is she gonna say anything to me?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Oh no. By taking one step closer, have I forced myself down a conversation tree where I'm terrorizing her now? I hate that. I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Gutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
I want to, I don't know, help them. Mostly Kuno S. And I just don't know if that's possible. Can I still interact with these?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have...
Okay. It's just a fuck-ass visual calculus check that actually wouldn't benefit us that much. At least I don't think. What is this yellow dot? Did I just miss it when I was up there? Alright, I think it's time to talk to Titus Hardy. About... What's her name? The Dutch lady. I can't remember her name. Klaasje? Is that her name? I think that's her name. Better luck to Elizabeth.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Okay.
Why?
Babysitting imbeciles. What the heck, Liz? Alright. Zenim asks, how are things going at the church? We didn't do anything with it so far today. But they're okay. We need to find something to improve the music for Egghead. Did we ever question... Did we ever question the leader? No, we didn't. We tried, but it messed up a roll. Or I messed up a roll, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what they're not telling me. Maybe we'll go back in a bit. Cindy says, there was a game about the two in production, presumably Kuno and Kuno S. It got canceled. There's a development meeting video that shows some early art and stuff floating around the internet. Is that true? They were going to silk song Kuno? It was going to be called Locust City? They were going to silk song Kuno? That's really funny.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
What a shame it got canceled. Did the game break? Oh, there we go. Let's go over the rape victim again.
Again? Seriously, man. I know her.
How well do you know her?
For a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Zenim says, that's exactly true. I've seen it. They were both playable characters with different skills and thought cabinets. That's crazy. They were both playable with different thought cabinets. Oh, that's cool. Henry says, I'm folding laundry and I bolted back to my phone at the word Silk Song Kuno. Adidas indeed.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Oh ho.
And what was up with the Partying, she and Titus did. It sounded fun.
So when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
You said you partied. Cool. That's cool. What do you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Did you do karaoke?
Yeah. Tons of it. All the songs.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
But what about karaoke?
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think I know her.
You don't know her. Good boy.
Okay.
Okay.
This turned out better than expected.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Classy says she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Don't what? Don't fucking shit talk her, man. Listen. I don't trust 100% of what Classy says, but don't fucking shit talk her. Bastard. Okay.
It's a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
Cindy says, lol, world's most consistent man. I feel so vindicated in not liking Titus. Yeah, I don't know. I was starting to come around to him, like, a little. I tried to respect him, you know. I don't so much anymore. Talking to a woman will do that for ya.
For the...
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
Just talks to his lawyer.
Vince, she's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
I asked her like 5 times.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
You can't just call a woman crazy as soon as she doesn't do what you want. She was very lucid.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
Okay, so hang me. Big whoop.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Oh, okay. Listen, I already killed myself in front of these men, so as far as I'm concerned, they can't do nothing to me.
Titus Hardy.
I love her. I love her. She is so cool.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Got his ass.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too.
She is working so hard to make this situation go the way that she's supposed to make it go. And these men are not helping her, like, whatsoever.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Can I see that tape?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why Won't you
Can I
listen to it?
Can I give it to Egghead for his music? Where'd you get the tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Yeah, there is. It's called journalism.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Senim says no, but I don't know why. I don't know why they're saying that.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
So it's Angus. Oh, Sam says no to giving the tape to Egghead. What? But I need to help him.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Kim said, stop embarrassing us.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Actually, that would not work. I am not a tape player.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
That wouldn't work.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
That's so funny.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
I fucked that one up. Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Power. Wanting to feel like a big person who gets to do cruelty to others. Wanting to get paid to lord power over others. I don't know. Kim ASMR. True.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions.
True.
They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
Also probably true.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
That's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Take the tape. Give it to Egghead.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
We can go give it to Egghead. But we're gonna listen to it first, obviously. Why does Titus Hardy's like dialogue box always a little bit fucked up? All right. So there's the tape player upstairs. We need to talk to these people.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno, and he promised to stop stealing locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She's great.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Why is that volition and not empathy?
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Oh.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Maybe I can still restock the trap for you?
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really? It's too much, officer.
New task. Find the Insulindian phasmid. I guess that one doesn't end until it's over.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Locust ASMR.
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Okay, does it say when they're leaving? I'm gonna assume they'll be gone tomorrow. We have some dialogue options with them that I do want to do, but I don't want to just listen to, like, exposition about cryptids. That doesn't sound that interesting to me. But I do want to do it for the sake of doing it. All right, what do we have on our list? Oh yeah, tape player, tape player, tape player. One sec. All right. I want to go in Kim's room. I want to go in Kim's room. I want to see what it looks like.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
Fuck.
There's no fixing this one.
Fuck.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. But it isn't anymore.
Any ideas?
My kinema only comes with the radio. We should try to find a new tape player. There's a pawn shop near the waterlock, south of here. Maybe they have a spare.
I'm gonna have to buy it? That sucks. At least I have 26 real. At least I've been saving up for a rainy day, just like this one. Pawn shop south? Is that what he said? Oh, wrong thing. Also, wrong thing. Okay, it doesn't say. I do want to see locusts. Where are my locusts? Do I not have... I thought I had locusts. Here we go, box with locusts. We could sell it. Oh my god. Oh yeah. We have the antique rifle. I forgot about that. We never ended up selling it. I guess we haven't been to the pawn shop before, so... Have we been to the pawn shop? Is the pawn shop just this one over here, the one that had the toys in it? This place? It is this place, right? Roy's pawn shop. Yeah, I guess we have been in here.
Wow. A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
This guy looks like Sniper TF2. Like an old version.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
What's the deal with the man on this t-shirt?
It's the man from Hyundal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
Their matter-of-fact tone belies their surprise at the fact that you didn't recognize the figure in the print.
Remind me, who's the man from Hyundal again?
The man from Yelmdale is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Yelmdale ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Okay.
Helmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Helmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
What did you mean the man from Helmdal was real?
I mean, even if the man from Helmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Deep. Alright, I might need to get off pretty soon here. Yeah, I should get off soon. Alright.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Perhaps I could repay you in some other way.
I deal in goods, not services.
Oh, that's actually kind of sick. That's kind of sick. I don't need to be a weird post-alcoholic middle-aged man with a graphic t-shirt. That's not really my vibe. Negative to authority. But I do love this shirt. It is very funny.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
I think it's cool as hell, to be entirely honest. How much for the streetlight?
700 real.
Fuck.
A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
This guy's funny. I wonder if it's possible to, like, hack the game and get 700 real. I've talked about these before.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table.
We're doing this
Some
white check.
on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, That's the headless phone rider.
Who?
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
Okay, he's bullshitting me right now.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Deal.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Will do.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
All right.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Oh, well, if it's Stereo 8 approved.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here
is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
I want to see if I can see the prices of any of the other things.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Welshi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Okay, we might as well ask this. Can I get a discount on the boombox? Can I get a police discount? Please, can I get a police discount? Because I'm the police. Please.
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
It's really not much.
Just don't ask him for the smallest amount. You'll insult him. The others will work.
How does 10 real sound?
Sounds like a rip-off, but okay. I can make it 10, but no lower.
I could have asked 8 probably, but I didn't want it. 1, I didn't want to chance that, and 2, that felt bitchy.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
That's a cool blurb. All right. And we still have enough money for Kuno's pants, which we're probably never buying. But I still think about them. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today. We've been playing around 4 hours. That's pretty good. What are they doing here? Huh. Well, we'll figure that out next time. Next time we're going to do the tape. We're going to listen to the tape. We're going to talk to these guys who are checking out Kim's car, I guess. Why is Kim's car parked so badly? We're gonna go talk to the music heads or whatever. See if we can give them the tape. See if Egghead wants it. Asha says, been good. Applied to many jobs and returned to my passion for editing WKTD memes. Good night. What's WKTD? Do I know what that is? I was in such a shitty mood when I got in this evening. Thank you for streaming and cheering me up. I'm so glad that your mood could improve. I'm sorry that you had a poor day. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Anyway, we're gonna do the tape. we're going to talk to these guys. We're going to go talk to the Anodic music people. And then... fourth thing. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. There's a lot to do. Oh, we're going to get our gun back. We'll play until we get our gun back. We'll probably do another, like, half day in that one. That's a pretty good stream length. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this by when I wanted to. If I can get my shit together and do weekday streams, then maybe. Sorry if that doesn't work out for anyone's schedule. All right. I am going to save this here game. Go stream full screen. Close disco. And then that is going to be that. Thank you everybody for joining. I know this one was a little bit abrupt. I didn't like post anywhere that would be happening, but I needed to do it today. I'm busy tomorrow, so. Oh, that one game I recommended to you. Oh, okay, it's that. I put that on my Steam wish list, but I forgot what it was called. If you remember, it had its 10-year anniversary last month. We Know the Devil. Yes. Thoroughly broke my brain. I couldn't remember its name. I just remember it's that one game that I was recommended and is on my Steam. Thanks for the context. All right, that's gonna be that. Thank you everybody. We'll do more of this probably in a week. Maybe like Wednesday, but probably Friday or Saturday.